Welcome to Thursday, and today is the day when I actually start doing the job that I came here to do, which is grooming horses. Although Thursday is technically the beginning of the show, it's the dressage section of the show, and none of our horses are dressage. So for our barn, today is a prep day for tomorrow, our official start on Friday. Enjoy watching our horse pit stop lane. And here's a quick peek at our show schedule. If it's yellow, that's one of our riders or one of our horses. Arnie, ready to go. Vivian, definitely not ready to go. Vivian always takes a nap at the worst time. Back to pit lane, and it just keeps going. We got 9 horses to get ready. If you're asking yourself what this process actually looks like, not too difficult. It's just a lot of brushing and cleaning and making sure this horse looks amazing. First, we start with our medium or our hard brush to get all of the shavings off of the bustle and off of their actual blanket that they have on. Next, we spray the mane with like a conditioner and then comb that mane out. And if there's any shavings or any kind of buildup in that mane, we want to get that nice and clean. Then don't forget about their forelock and their feathers on their tail. Curry is next. We're kind of trying to get any of the dead skin, any of the dust out of their coat, and get any of the shedding taken care of too. Medium brush across the coat, soft brush to follow, coat enhancer, because hey, you gotta look radiant. Wet pail, basically getting in there, cleaning out their nose, taking care of their ears, a little bit of a butt wipe, don't want to look too bad back there. And a little hair tie for the forelock. And that's what today is. It's just that. It does get a little bit more detailed once we get into the actual show groom. And when you're ahead, then you get to take a walk outside and watch the final product. And I'll tell you what, Wally sure looks great today. And you can tell he knows it. Now you can't watch too long, because there's more horses to get ready, and a horse that's been working also needs to be taken care of. So we go back to our section of the barn. In the middle of the day, after we've been working horses and the dressage morning session is done, there's a segment carved out for the kids. This portion of the show is the Regional American Morgan Horse Association Youth of the Year Program competition. This competition includes 4 parts. This portion is an oral presentation or kind of a speech. Each one of these kids went into a room and gave a speech in front of 3 judges who judged them on the quality of their speech and how they presented that speech. Once they got through all the speeches, there was pizza, and I'm having pizza. If I have learned anything at a horse show, it is eat when there is food available, and there is time to eat it. The next portion of the Youth of the Year contest is the judging portion. The judging phase consists of judging 4 classes, 2 in-hand classes, and 2 performance classes, followed by oral reasons for 2 of those classes if you're a senior, 1 of those classes if you're a junior, And if you're a walk trot contestant, you can do 1 as well. Now, I only went over 2 of the phases that are actually done here on site. The other phases are a written exam. I'm going to give you a list of what they're expected to know. And this is across the board. Nutrition, breeding and genetics, physiology and endocrinology, anatomy and conformation, history and evolution, showing and show procedures, diseases and unsoundness, tack and equipment, Morgan history and the Morgan breed, parasites, and horse psychology. And the last portion of the Youth of the Year contest that I didn't mention is the horse mastership phase. In this phase, the contestant is to ride or drive a predetermined pattern. This pattern is prepared by the contest organizers and mailed or emailed to the contestant prior to the contestant day so they can practice. In this case, they were allowed to upload their pattern prior to the event, so nobody had to ride a pattern here at Michigan. This program plays a really important role in the continuation of the Morgan horse breed. Kids are invested in learning about these horses, learning about the breed and the history, and learning how to properly care for horses. In addition to that, they can win at the senior level and go compete at nationals. Never let a good pizza go to waste. You know, it is shockingly more difficult than I had anticipated to film this entire trip. I thought, hey, it'll be easy. Set up a camera, boom, everything will go well. There'll be plenty of time to set everything up. I'll tell you, it has gotten to be a real challenge to actually, just film an outro and an intro. I filmed this once, and I filmed it taking pictures because I'm so tired that I didn't even recognize that I had my camera in picture mode. So, I don't even remember what I had said, but thanks for watching. This has been Thursday at the Michigan All Morgan at MSU, and it's been a pretty good time. Exhausting, yes. We only had 9 horses to really work with today, but still quite a bit of work. I mean, you think about it. Feed, water, clean stalls. Then we start going through all the horses, cleaning, getting them ready to go, working those horses. And now the riders were here, so we had to get the riders on those horses. Everybody was kind of working through all of that. And then on top of all of that happening, then all of the kids who are doing Youth of the Year had the last 2 segments of the American Morgan Horse Association Youth Regional. What is it called? Hang on. The American Morgan Horse Association Youth of the Year, regional competition. And so that was the last 2 segments. It was the speech and the judging portion. So on top of everything else, we had to get them ready to go and get them to give their speeches, and then go and watch the judging, which is pretty fun watching that. Lots of fun stories with it, and I'm sure I shared some, and if I didn't, guess you got to come to a horse show, because that's where all the fun happens. I can't film all the fun every time. I mean, I barely film any of the fun at all at this point. But it's been really fun. I hope you hang around. Or tomorrow's Friday, which is our official start. Today was the start of the show. They had the dressage segment. I wanted to get over there and film some of it, but to be honest, it just didn't pan out. And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But it was pretty fun today, I think. And on top of that, it was my birthday, which nobody knew about until about noon. I'm sure people knew, but nobody really hit me with the happy birthdays until about noon, which is the way I like it. So it's pretty nice and chill. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. I'll see you for Friday.